folks, this is a short little video for a few little stretches, a few ideas for stretches for after a long walk. I know a lot of us are walking a lot more of this gorgeous weather outside and our only way for escape out of our house at the moment. So these are a few ideas if you're walking a lot and you're feeling a little bit tight in the muscles afterwards, maybe you're walking a little bit more than you used to. So here's a few ideas just to help with that. So using any kind of a ball, I have a baseball there, but like a tennis ball or something like that, in your socks or your bare feet, and you're just rolling the arch of the foot under through there. See if you can let the toes relax as you're doing that. You can roll it around a little bit in a circular type motion or forwards and back. And I'd kind of use maybe like a minute for this. You can time it on your phone as well. So you can do the right side and then over onto the left. So you can do circles or just rolling forward and back, but keeping the toes relaxed down rather than having them pulled up. So that way the muscles are a little bit more relaxed from there, and that can feel really nice. Again, you can use something for balance or support if you need. From there, we're going to move into the calf muscles, so at the back of the legs down here. I'm just using a thesaurus or a big book or a block if you had it, if you have a yoga block. Pop the front of your foot up onto the block or the book. Square off the hips so they're pointing forwards. Bring your fingers onto your hips to encourage them to go back as your chest goes forwards. And you should start to feel a little bit of a stretch or pull at the back of the leg, so maybe into the calf muscle here or up into the hamstring. And leaning forwards from there. So that you can bring the hands onto the thighs from there for a bit more support, or onto a radiator to the side. Good. Ideally you're keeping the knee straight, but if you need to bend it, that's totally fine. And come all the way up to stand. And you do the same on the other side. So with that one, I kind of work with maybe like a 30-second hold or a 30-second stretch. Just kind of running through them for you here, so that you can get an idea and do them in your own time. So the hip goes back, tightening through the quad muscle, and it's keeping the knee nice and straight. I'm not arching through the back too much from there, so you can let it round, that's fine, as long as you're feeling that stretch from there. Good. And coming all the way up to stand. We're going to bring the feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Good. And bring the two hands, you can kind of clasp them together through there if you can. You can pull them down towards the mat and just lift the chest up. So you might be varying abilities in how you can do it, but you can pull the hands away from the hips if that feels okay. So just open out through the chest from there. Good. And release the arms. Left foot comes in front and the right foot comes back onto the toes. So they're on two parallel lines, so they're not directly behind. Bring the hands onto the hips to give you a little bit of stability through there. Right knee is bent. Lift your right hand up towards the sky. Good. And you can bring your left palm down onto your left thigh and reach up and over. So I'm kind of stretching into the right side of the body. Pressing that hand down into the left thigh to give you a bit of support. And you can do that a few times, or just once, whatever you have time for. Bring the right hand back and kick your ball out of the way so you don't fall. Step back into your left toes. Good, so we're in two parallel lines rather than one behind the other. Bring my right palm down onto the thigh and lifting the left hand up. Reach up and then to the side. So I'm opening out a little bit from here. If you can think about squeezing and tightening this left glute, that will help you open up a little bit more from there. Good. Left hand down by the side. Feet are back to hip distance apart or a little bit further. And what I want you to do is bring the hands onto the hips again to send the hips back. Hold onto your forearms, so kind of grasp halfway with either hand and pull them apart. So you're pulling them apart as you're sending the hips back. And just letting the top of the head come down towards the mat. The top of it is just pointing down, and we're rounding through the spine from there. Just open out from that area. Now this might be your range of motion, and that's okay. And you're just breathing from there. Or you might be able to go a little bit further. We're keeping a nice bend in the knees, so we're making it nice and easy from there. Good.
And stay there for maybe 10 seconds. Release the hands down, shake them out a little bit. Kind of shake the head, kind of side to side. Nod it. Knees are still bent. Slowly slide the hands all the way up. Roll through the shoulders. And you're good to go. So hopefully you're feeling a little bit freer in the body, a little bit more ease through there. Again, you can spend a bit more time on each one, whatever feels good for you. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks.